Today we're going to be testing out a couple different screen protectors made by Whitestone Dome for the brand new Pixel 8 Pro. One is the Dome Glass EA with Express Align, and the other is the Whitestone Dome UV Gen film. Now I will be putting links in the video description in case you guys want to pick these up yourself. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Now you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I will be doing a scratch and a drop test for the EA tempered glass, and I'm also going to be doing a scratch test for the UV Gen film. So by the end of this video, you'll know whether or not these screen protectors are right for you. So let's get started. So first we're going to install the Whitestone Dome UV Gen film. You get two film screen protectors, a UV light, an installation guide and a squeegee, and some installation packets. So for this installation, before you begin, you will need some sort of a power adapter with the USB Type-C to power your UV LED, and you want to make sure that it works before we start the installation. Also, don't start this installation when you're in direct sunlight because the sunlight will start the curing process prematurely. So first, take your installation guide, make sure you use the little part that looks like a little C with the post pointing up and push that into the bottom of your phone very carefully. Then take one of your screen protectors. We're going to peel off the underside. Align the holes with the guide. Then hold onto the little tab in front and place the screen protector down on your phone. Take your squeegee and just squeegee up towards
Motion detected at the doorbell.
The top of your phone.
Motion detected at the doorbell.
Try to get all the bubbles out that you can. It's not totally necessary to get them all out, but try to get as much as you can. Then take your squeegee, put it behind the dotted line here, lift up on the screen protector, and then squeegee out. Get out those bubbles, then turn your phone around. Put your squeegee behind the dotted line on the back here and lift up on the guide by the posts. Make sure this goes up and over your screen, and you can just help it get out over those posts too. Try to get out all the bubbles. Then once you're done with that, you can remove your guide and then peel up the top protector. There is a slight line in the middle of the screen that you can see here. I would recommend very carefully taking your squeegee and just pressing down that line. Again, don't press very hard. And as you can see, just by pressing down very lightly, you can get rid of that line. Now we're going to plug in our UV LED. And we're going to cure the top, middle, and bottom of the phone for 60 seconds. All you need to do is simply press the button in 2 times and it'll count down 60 seconds on its own. Alright, now let's take a look at our screen protector. Installation was very easy. I don't see any bubbles. I don't see any dust. It also does have a slight gap all the way around the screen, so it might be case compatible with the case you're going to be using. As far as touch, nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. As far as fingerprints, it does seem to pick up some fingerprints, but because it's so smooth, you can just easily wipe those away. There is also a cutout for your camera, so you don't have to worry about it interfering with your pictures. Looks really nice. Let's test out our fingerprints. Fingerprints seem to be working just fine. No issues there. The screen is crystal clear. Very nice. Touch working perfectly fine. Let's put it in our case. So there it is in the case, and there is still a slight gap all the way around the phone, so it does seem to be case compatible. But again, because it's so close, you might have to test it out with your case to see if it actually works. So everything's looking good so far. Now let's move on to the scratch test. Now because this is a film screen protector, the scratch resistance is going to be a lot different than tempered glass. And film screen protectors typically start to scratch around a number 2. So we're going to start off with the number 2 and go from there. So here we have the number 2, which is just a plastic tip. And then we'll move on to a number 3, which is a copper tip. Yeah, that's definitely scratching. Okay, so if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 2 tip, but there are definitely deep gouges at the number 3. So scratch resistance for this film screen protector is a little bit better than regular film, so that's definitely a plus. So installation for the screen protector was really easy. It also does seem to be case friendly. It works perfectly with the in-display fingerprint sensor, and scratch resistance for film seems to be a little bit better than regular film screen protectors. Now, because this is a film screen protector, I'm going to grade it as such, and it's definitely going to keep your screen from getting scratched up. Film screen protectors don't offer much in way of drop protection, but they will definitely keep your screen from getting scratched. So because of all that, I would definitely recommend the screen protector, and I'm going to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to remove this film, all you need to do is simply get your fingernail under one of the edges and then just peel it off. And as you can see, your screen's unscratched. So now we're going to test out the Whitestone Dome EA. We get 2 tempered glass screen protectors in guides. It's a really easy installation. So just remove the underside protector and then place this down over the top of your phone. Slide your finger across and up. Hold down on the guide and peel up the sticker. Remove the guide. And then we can get rid of any bubbles we might see. We do have a couple. So that was a pretty easy installation. This is also a full coverage screen protector, so it does cover your front camera. As far as the touch, nice and smooth, just like the glass that's on the phone. The edges are also rounded off. As far as fingerprints, it does seem to pick up some smudges, but you can just wipe those away really easy. The screen is also crystal clear. Now let's test out our facial recognition. Face ID works fine. Now let's test out our fingerprints. Fingerprints seem to be working just fine. As you can see, the screen is nice and clear. Touch working fine. No issues there. Let's take a look at our camera. Camera looks nice and clear. Don't see any issues there either. Now let's put it in our case. So there it is in the case, and we can see there is still a slight gap all the way around the screen, so it should be case compatible with most cases. So far so good. Now let's move on to the scratch and the drop test. We're going to be dropping a 2.4 ounce steel metal ball at a height of 2 feet. If the screen protector doesn't crack, we'll move it up foot by foot until it eventually does. So here we go at 2 feet. Here we go at 3 feet. Here we go at 4 feet. So this screen protector only lasted up until a 4-foot drop. Now let's move on to the scratch test. So we're going to start off with a number 5. And then move on to a number 6. And then finally a number 7. So if we take a closer look, you can see there are no scratches at the number 5. There are slight at a number 6 and a little deeper at a number 7. So scratch resistance is pretty standard for tempered glass. So installation for the screen protector was super easy. It also does seem to be case friendly. It works well with the in-display fingerprint sensor. It only lasted up until a 4-foot drop, and scratch resistance seems to be pretty standard for tempered glass. So everything for the screen protector seemed to be pretty good, except for the drop protection. It doesn't seem to be the best. And again, I will be putting links in the video description for the screen protectors in case you guys want to pick them up yourself. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out my channel if you gave me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.